The girl who was ashamed of her mother. Part 1: The painful secret. Once upon a time, in a small bustling village, there lived a young girl named Ebony. She was beautiful, intelligent, and adored by everyone at her school. Her charm made her one of the most popular students in her class, but there was a part of her life she kept hidden from everyone: her mother, Ebony. Ebony was a hardworking woman who raised Ebony alone. She worked as a cleaner in the school where Ebony studied, scrubbing floors and washing the windows with pride. Her hands were callous from years of toil, and her clothes, though always neat, bore the marks of a life of labor. Ebony, however, saw her mother differently. To her, Ebony's job was an embarrassment. She didn't want anyone to know that her mother was a cleaner, fearing it would tarnish her reputation. One day, the school announced a parent-teacher day event, and all parents were invited to attend. Ebony dreaded the thought of her classmates meeting her mother. She begged Ebony not to come, saying, "Mother, it's just for the rich parents. You don't have to attend." Ebony smiled and said softly, "I'm your mother, Ebony. I want to be there for you." On the day of the event, Ebony arrived wearing her best outfit, a modest dress she had saved up to buy. She stood in the background, proud of her daughter. But when one of Ebony's classmates asked, "Who's that woman? Is she your maid?" Ebony, overwhelmed with shame, replied, "Yes, she's just our maid." Ebony overheard the words, and her heart broke into 1,000 pieces. She didn't confront Ebony, instead she quietly left the event. That evening, the house was silent. Ebony avoided her mother, pretending nothing had happened, but deep inside, she felt uneasy. Part 2: A Mother's Sacrifice. The following week, the school held a talent competition. Ebony entered, hoping to win the grand prize and solidify her reputation as the best student. On the day of the competition, as she stood nervously backstage, her teacher informed her that her costume had been misplaced. Panic set in; without it, she couldn't perform. Suddenly, Ebony appeared, holding a costume she had hurriedly sewn together from leftover fabrics she found at home. "I thought you might need this," she said softly, handing the costume to Ebony. Despite her embarrassment, Ebony had no choice but to accept it. When Ebony stepped onto the stage wearing the costume, the audience gasped. The intricate designs and vibrant colors made her stand out like a star. She performed brilliantly and won first place. As she received the trophy, the principal asked, "Who made this beautiful costume?" Ebony hesitated, but the crowd's cheers made her realize something important. With tears in her eyes, she said, "My mother made it. She's not a maid. She's my hero." The audience erupted into applause. Ebony, standing at the back of the hall, couldn't hold back her tears. Ebony ran to her, hugged her tightly, and whispered, "I'm so sorry, Mama. I'm proud of you." From that day on, Ebony vowed never to let shame cloud her love and appreciation for her mother. She introduced Ebony to her friends and spoke proudly of her sacrifices. The two became closer than ever, and Ebony learned that true greatness comes not from hiding who you are but from embracing and honoring those who shape your life. And so, Ebony and her mother lived happily, teaching others the value of love, respect, and gratitude. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting folktale stories.